Number 0. I've uncovered an encrypted bogus troop production plan in the information I found. I'm decrypting it, but that will take time. Given how urgently we need it, should I ask Eckert to decrypt it?
No. Asking Eckert would require radio transmissions, which might reveal our location. Send it through to my Yasiv. I'll decrypt it myself. Access code overclock. Code 0 activated. Initiating decryption. Production records 25% analyzed. Accessed user records 80% analyzed. Test records 64% analyzed.
Wait, Number 0. That function is...
Please be as brief as possible. Number 0. You said you would refrain from using overclock code 0. As efficient as that code is, it puts pressure on your cerebral functions. You've experienced memory lapses as a direct result of it, correct? The last time you used it, you lost the memory of one of your body prosthetic scans.
That's not a reason not to use it in a situation like this. We're on a mission. Have you forgotten that the mission comes first for Colon, no matter the circumstances?
I apologize, but I am concerned for you. As your adjutant, I think I should be.
I appreciate your concern, Number 17, but again, we are on a mission. And as my adjutant, you should know better than anyone what this mission in particular means to me. I promise to not use the code going forward, which means I won't forget this conversation.
Understood.
The data we analyzed made it clear that they were working on a project that is similar to the production of Alzarok. But it says the completed unit was inexplicably lost during transport to the Agna Desert. This part seems dubious. There are no updates to the report following that entry, so I'll need to go there and investigate. Whatever happened, we need to move faster than they do. What are you doing here, Kasenax?
That is an unduly harsh reaction, Sharon. There is no need to be so hostile towards me. I know what you came here to find.
Good to meet you. I'm Kasenax, a Magister affiliated with the Council, and the one responsible for developing the Arche Drive. But first, let me make this very clear. I have no intention of interfering with your mission. On the contrary, I wish to help. I believe you came here in search of a unit that the Vulgus lost in transit. It may have slipped your mind because our paths have crossed more frequently in recent times, but I am a counselor of the Council of Magisters. If I so wished, I could access all of HQ's communications records. Have you also forgotten that we designed the Sieve links for the Descendants? Well, anyway, your findings piqued my interest, and the location also happened to be the Agna Desert. The Agna Desert. How could I forget this place? The Agna Desert was one of the regions we Magisters chose when we fled from the Vulgus, and I was one of those who fled here. I memorized much of the terrain of this land back then, in order to carry out our plans unseen by enemy eyes. The hideouts we used are still there. However, you will not be able to find them, even with your spatial tracking device. That is why I have personally come to help you. It would not hurt for us to work together. What do you say?
I have more than a few doubts. But it's not a good idea to antagonize Xanax right now. The smart thing to do would be to find out why he wants to help me.
Why don't you give me the benefit of the doubt? If we continue to waste time like this, the Vulgus might get to their mislaid unit first. Don't you agree?
I'll go alone, with you guiding me.
You have exhausted your body prosthetic. Your neural circuits are close to being overloaded. I can numb your pain receptors for now, if you wish, but...
No, I don't want that. I need to keep my neural activation levels high, and the pain keeps my senses sharp. Besides, if you numb my sense of pain, I won't be able to imagine the pain I'm going to inflict on those who made me what I am.
So very determined. As you wish. I will transmit the coordinates to your Asive channel. As you know, I am one of the Vulgus' key targets. This means I am not permitted to roam as freely as I would like, so I will be returning to Albion. You will find the information you seek at the coordinates.
director of the Prowler project was... Xanax.
From your coordinates, I assume you must have located the information. Once you've composed yourself, return to me. I will tell you everything. Why I led you there. Why I allowed you to unearth that information.
Teaming up with me is the surest way to achieve your revenge. Do not glare at me with such murderous intent. I said I would tell you everything.
So quit stalling and tell me, why is your name on the Prowler project? You were the director? Why did you keep this from me all this time?
The Prowler project was one that I ran while I was with the Vulgus. Through it, I was able to make great progress with research into body prosthetic technology. I eventually succeeded in constructing the Prowler. But the Prowler I created killed elite members of Colon, and left you, their commander, in a terrible state. If you were in my place, could you have revealed this awful truth? Driven by guilt and a need to atone, I built you a state-of-the-art prosthetic body, using the expertise I gained from developing the Prowler. Once your body was ready, I applied the arcade drive technology. Thankfully, it has kept you alive up to this point. This fact remains, even if you resent me for everything that you uncover. Do not be angry, Sharon. I never meant to deceive you.
How could you? Xanax, if you truly felt sorry, you should have helped me get my revenge sooner. You thought these prosthetic implants could atone for what you did to me and my men? Are you kidding me?
Of course not. Which is why I came to you for true redemption. Sharon, I will serve as bait to lure out the Prowler.
What?
As you know, the Magisters are high priority targets for the Vulgus, and I am at the very top of that elimination list. I am an authority on several body prosthetic technologies, including the Prowler project. As long as I live, the Legion of Immortality runs the risk of being fully analyzed. As soon as I am seen on a battlefield, the Vulgus legions will send every assassin unit they have at their disposal, including the Prowler, to eliminate me.
So you're willing to die for me now?
I am sorry, but no. I do not intend to surrender that easily. I have been working on a code that can control the body prosthetics of the Legion of Immortality. I'm at the stage where I can complete the code, if I have some key data and the source technology. If this control code can be used to neutralize the Prowler sent to assassinate me, you will have your revenge. I will have atoned, and humanity will have the technology to control the Legion of Immortality. Everyone will get what they want.
I don't need some stupid code to take down that bastard. I need to get started with the operation right away.
Calm yourself, Sharon. Do you truly think the Prowler has not received a single upgrade since I left? Assuredly not. Now that Eamon has integrated the Magister's technology, the Prowler will have become stronger, similar to you. If you rush out there without considering your options, you will only end up losing precious bait, namely me. If you truly wish to carry out your revenge, Sharon, help me. I have always offered you the most efficient course of action. Working with me is the surest way to have your vengeance.
I don't know if it's the most appropriate time to tell you, Sharon, but I've finished analyzing the data I received from number 17. It isn't something I want to discuss over the radio. Please come to the Research Institute.
Oh, the special human child. What do you need? The data that number 17 requested to be analyzed and the data that you accessed on the Prowler project revealed a significant discrepancy in what we know of the performance of the Prowler. The Vulgus units in your battle simulations were based on the estimated specs of the Prowler that attacked you. But this data shows that the Prowler's power and mobility have improved substantially since that time.
Before we get into that, Anais, let me ask you something. Did you know about any of this? Or did you already know about all of it?
I'm merely a member of the artisan class. I have no knowledge of the actions of the Council or the Councilors. Aside from that, humans already had RK drive technology when I joined, and research was already being done on body prosthetics. The technology was enabled by RK, and similarly, was recorded in internal files as being an ancestor technology. I had no idea.
I can't stomach the fact that my body was developed using the same technology as the bastard that made me like this.
The RK drive is nothing more than a tool. You are not the same as the Prowler. You are Sharon Julicia. You are human, a descendant, and the colon commander. Machines cannot develop, but humans can. Don't forget the days of pain you had to endure in order to grow.
But I can't beat the Prowler in my current state. I need to upgrade my body prosthetic to carry out my revenge. My body prosthetic is only a tool. I'm just upgrading a tool to make revenge possible.
Number 0. Casenex has sent a message regarding the Legion of Immortality's control device.
I'll be right there.
Number 17, Special Forces, at your service. You're here. This is what Casenex has sent us. As you know, when the Magisters came over to the side of humanity, they tried to steal as much advanced material and technology as possible to take with them, but they were thwarted by the Vulgus who pursued them. So they created encrypted vaults and stored their materials and technology inside, then hid those vaults all over Ingress. As Casenex was one of those Magisters, he did the same. Casenex hid the core materials necessary for the development of the Legion of Immortality control device in an encrypted vault. He insisted that we retrieve them. The zone Casenex chose to hide them in is Hagios. Given the vastness of Hagios, the vault is not going to be easy to find.
There's nothing easy about this operation. Don't worry, we'll find it.
It's a shame that these encrypted vaults can only be opened by a Descendant. I'm sorry that I can't be of more help.
Don't sweat it. Encrypted vaults are classified. They're designed to be detected only within a sieve.
Understood. Please contact me immediately if you need any help.
When I first heard of the beings called the Ancestors, I thought everyone was trying to trick me. That there was once a race of ancient humans who possessed technology far superior to that of our current age. Not a chance. However, once I noticed that not a single one of the Magisters was smiling, I realized. There was a forgotten civilization. Inhabitants of a time during which humanity had reached unimaginable levels of development. The Magisters provided several articles of evidence. The massive underground ruins, the titanic sphere floating in the sky, and a hollow large enough to swallow a mountain. Just as the Magisters had described, the world was full of mysteries that we could not yet explain. Of these, the most inexplicable one is the old mystery in Hagios. This structure, which has been referred to simply as the Old Mystery since ancient times, was said to be a structure of the Ancestors. Hearing that was more than enough explanation. Mysteries that cannot be understood by humanity were crafted by their hands. Nothing could be more magnificent. We must explore their ruins. What were they thinking when they created these mysteries? And what other secrets do they bury?
Must have found what I stashed away. I will be so glad to have them back. I will be eagerly awaiting your return in Albion.
I'll make sure.
teaming up with me is the surest way to achieve your revenge. Finally! Thank you for recovering these, Sharon. Now I can design the Legion of Immortality control code. All that's left to obtain is the Vulgus network source technology, in order to disseminate the code. However, this will be a completely different level of difficulty compared with locating the encrypted vault. This technology is one of the most heavily guarded and classified pieces of information that the Vulgus have. The most likely place for this technology to be stored currently is the Fortress, the headquarters of the Vulgus. If an opening presents itself for us to infiltrate the Fortress, we can use it to acquire the source technology. It will not be easy, clearly. But for you to have your revenge on the Prowler, we need that technology.
Don't worry, we'll get it, one way or another. But you'd better be sure about this, Xenax. I've staked everything on getting revenge. There's no turning back from this now.
Ha! I have no intention of turning back either, Sharon. We will see this through to the end. I have no intention of getting in your way. Humans destroyed an iron heart. I cannot believe my eyes. I really cannot believe it. How could they manage this? Do they know what they have done? The fate of the Magisters.
HQ and the Descendants did what they had to do. What was best? Alpha made the decision to protect Albion and Ingress. I know that the Magisters have different opinions when it comes to the Ironhearts. But don't we have something more important to do right now, Xenax? Now would be a good time to recover the source technology from inside the fortress. It's time for you to play your part.
Yes, you are right. As a Magister, I must play my part for the future of my species. I will tell you where the technology is likely to be stored. Search there and bring me what we need.
The location seems to be underground.
Judging by the look of the base, they were likely trying to smuggle the classified data out of the fortress to safety. If this is the case, you should check the underground air raid shelter. It may be more dangerous than the areas above ground. I was not wrong. They were in a hurry and did not manage to split the technical data as much as they wanted. It is likely that they intended to transport the other half of the data through the underground evacuation tunnel. I have traced the location where the data you acquired was stored. It appears to be not far from the heart of the fortress. The data that they sent the furthest away was what you have just acquired, so the remainder should be somewhere near the heart. Investigate the evacuation and data storage facilities around the heart of the fortress. Once we locate the other half of the data, it is only a matter of time before you and I both achieve our goals.